Okay, good morning students to all of you. So today we are going to do the chemical properties of the ethers. What to do there? Chemical properties of ether. Into that, number one is there a reaction with of ethereal oxygen, okay. Number two, a reaction with the acids, reaction with concentrated acids, okay. And number three is a reaction involving the cleavage of CO bond, involving cleavage of what? CO bond, okay. And number four is, and along with that, number four is a reaction, electrophilic substitution reactions or ring substitution reactions. What is it? Ring substitution reactions of aromatic ethers. Ring substitution of aromatic ethers. And one more is here, last one, that is a reaction of alkyl group. A reaction of alkyl group. So we will study these all reactions one by one. Okay students, so number one that we are going to discuss, that is a reaction of the ethereal oxygen. So beta, whenever we are talking about the ethereal oxygen, means in the ethereal oxygen we can give the reaction. Number one is A part with the air, and when we are giving this reaction with the air, you see please ROR, then plus O2 in the presence of light. But ethereal oxygen का मतलब क्या है? What is the here? Which one is the ethereal oxygen here? This is the ethereal oxygen, okay. And see, this is the oxygen O2. Now what will happen there? You see please R, then O is here, O, then just wait, I will take some another one here. Please see, here I am taking, you will understood better. I am taking here CH3, CH2, and here also I am taking CH2, CH3, okay. Now you see please all of you, here what I am writing here, CH3, okay. Then after that, one of the hydrogen from there, okay, so it will become CH3, CH, then O, OH, then O, CH2, CH3. Is that clear? So what is going to happening over there? क्या हमारे पास कैसे बना है? See, this was the CH2 was here. So between this carbon and this hydrogen, we insert the two oxygen, okay, like this way. And what it becomes? It becomes peroxide, okay. What it becomes? It becomes peroxide. So means on exposure to air, ether react with the oxygen, and what it is forming? It is forming peroxide. Clear? Now same way beta, same way we can give its B part also under the ethereal oxygen. We can give one more reaction with the acid. And whenever we are talking about the action with the acid, you can take any acid. Suppose ROR I am taking, and I am taking H2SO4. What I am taking? H2SO4, can I write like that? H positive. HSO4 negative. It is a concentrated H2SO4. Now what is going to happening over there in this case? ठीक है, क्या बनेगा हमारे पास? This pair will catch by the O, then it will become ROHR, and here it is positive charge along with that HSO4 negative. Clear? Means here also what we have used? We have used the ethereal oxygen. What we have used here? Ethereal oxygen. Clear? Now this part is over for the ethereal oxygen. Now second part is here, but we are having, that is a reaction involving the cleavage of CO bond. A reaction involving cleavage of CO bond. So student, in the cleavage of CO bond, just remember there what to do there in this case. All of you see, when we are cleaving the bond from there, suppose this is ROR plus HX at 373 Kelvin. Let it be, we are cleaving from there. What it will become? ROH plus RX. Alcohol and alkyl halide we are getting over there. This one is here. Okay, then after that, beta, we can do one more step. What to do in the one more step is ROH. What we have formed there, ROH, we can give its reaction with again HX. Means we have taken the halogen acid in the excess. Then what will happen there? H2O will be removed, and what you will get? RX plus H2O. And what you can write? You can write the overall equation. Okay, and in the overall equation, what you are going to make over there? It will become ROR plus 2HX. Means this you have taken in the excess arrow, 2RX plus water. I hope you understood my point. Clear? So this means we have cleaved the CO bond. Now see, we can do few more example into that. Okay, you must see, all of you. Okay, one more example I am writing there. CH3 CH2O CH2 CH3 plus 2H. Direct way can I write? Then 373 Kelvin. What will be the product over there now? 2 moles of CH3 CH2I, then plus H2. Okay students, now after that, beta, we are having a mechanism regarding this one. What is it? We have to do the mechanism, that is very important mechanism for the cleavage of CO bond. So step number 1, please see it very carefully. Let it be, I am taking an unsymmetrical ether. You are getting unsymmetrical ether. Unsymmetrical ether means when around the oxygen there were no same number of carbon atoms. Okay, then what is going to happening over there? In this case, this H will come there only. Then what is the product? CH3 OH positive, then CH2 CH3 plus I negative. Clear? Oh yes or no? This is the product we have formed. And what do you know? But on the oxygen positive charge, that is why it is known as oxonium ion. What do you call it? Oxonium ion. Clear? Now I am going to do the step number 2. What to do there? Step number 2. Now you please see, all of you, what to do in the step number 2. This is a I negative and CH3 OH. What we have made in the previous part, oxonium ion, that only I have written there. Okay, now SN2 with the SN2 mechanism. Slow step. Now you tell me from where you will cleave the bond. This is containing 2 carbon atom, this is containing 1 carbon atom. I think you know very well, according to transition state, you are going to cleave the bond usually from the smaller side, means from this side. So it SN2, that is why we are making a transition state. You please see, all of you. Okay, CH3, O, H, CH2, CH3, like this, positive charge, and here is iodine. क्लियर है, ये आयोडीन हमने इसके साथ लगा दी. दिस इज नोन एज transition state. Now after the transition state, what to do there? I think you know very well. I told you, you will cleave from the smaller side. Okay, so it will become CH3I plus CH3 CH2 OH. Is that clear? This is the second step. Now step number 3 beta we can do when we are taking, I told you in the starting only that we are taking HI in the excess. In a step number 3, what we can write, when HI is in excess, okay, then what is going to happening over there? Okay, in this case, you must see, all of you, what we are going to make over there. When HI we are taking in the excess, then again you take CH3 CH2 OH, what you have made upside, plus HI. Now what to do there, beta? From there you can remove this water molecule like this way, means water molecule remove hona beta. There will be, just wait for a minute, just wait, yeah, there will be this H will go where? This H will make a bond with this one. Okay, then this one will become CH3 CH2, then O H positive plus I negative. Clear? Now this one what we have made, we can give its reaction further. देखो इधर ध्यान से, what we will get in a step number 3 only, this I negative plus CH3 CH2, then OH positive, and what to make there, this one is going to become over there CH3 CH2 I and plus H2. Is that clear? So this is the mechanism. What was it? This was the mechanism that we have done. Student, now we will study some more reaction for the cleavage of CO bond. Let it be, I will tell you, if they are giving like this way, CH3O CH2 CH3 plus HI, and they are asking you product, just remember you have to do with the SN2 mechanism, and bond will be cleavage from the smaller side. Okay, so that is why here product will be CH3I, okay, and CH3 CH2 OH. Clear? Are you getting my point? Same way student, you see one more example regarding that only. Okay, you see please, let it be, this is the example, CH3 CH3 oxygen CH3 plus HI. Now tell me again beta, you have to do the follow the SN2 mechanism. So tell me from where the cleavage will be there. Yes, from there only. So it will be CH3I, then CH3 CH3 OH. Clear? Is that clear to you? Same way. See, this is very important example. Now what I will going to do for you people, when this one is here, CH3 OCH3 plus HI, then 373 Kelvin. Okay, then what is going to happening over there in this case? But in this case you have to follow the SN1 mechanism. Just remember one thing, क्या follow करना है आपने? SN1, because there is a tertiary alkyl halide, there will be formation of tertiary. Now here is a tertiary alkyl group also, and you know very well only tertiary carbocation is more stable. That is why we will follow the SN1 mechanism. So this one is selected, so product will be, just remember, in the tertiary alkyl there will be the SN1 mechanism, this one and CH3OH. Understood my point, but all of you, are you getting my point? Why? Because this tertiary will form a tertiary carbocation, that is why. Clear? So this is why this way only. We are having one more example regarding this only. You see please, benzene is here, then after that OCH3 plus HI. Now please see from where you are going to cleave the bond. Okay, but now you see there will be a cleavage will be there from this side, because CH3 is a smaller one. The product will be phenol plus CH3I. Now question arises, might be you questioning from there, sir, why the bond is not cleavage from there? The actual thing was here, if you are going to cleave the bond from this side, okay, what is going to happening there, beta? Then it will form C6H5OCH3, there is a H and there is a positive charge. This one has been formed, and bond between OCH3 is a weaker bond, is a weaker bond. But I will tell you what is happening there. Due to this benzene ring, this is showing partial double bond character due to the resonance. What it is showing? Partial double bond character due to the resonance. That is why this bond is difficult to cleave. That is why this bond is very difficult to cleave. But there is only single bond, so that is why it can be cleaved very easily. Understood my point? All of you getting my point? That is why whenever this anisole is a benzene OCH3 and we are giving its reaction with the HI, there is always formation of phenol. Okay, there is always formation of phenol. We can't form iodobenzene. It is not possible. It is not possible. Clear? Same way, students, we can do one more example is here. Let it be, this is benzene. Now I am having CH2O CH3 with the HI. Now what to do there? What is the product over there, beta? Here in this case we are getting CH2I. What we are getting? CH2I and CH3OH. Just to see there, why we are cleaving the bond from there. What is the reason behind it? Why we are cleaving the bond from there? Actually, beta, C6H5CH2 positive is a carbocation. Same way CH3 positive is a carbocation, and I will tell you C6H5CH2 positive carbocation is more stable. This carbocation is a more stable. Clear? So that is why we are doing like this way. Clear? Okay students, then after that, beta, we are having a next reaction is here, that is a ring substitution reaction. What is it? A ring substitution reaction. Okay, in the ring substitution reaction we will do in a next video. Thank you very much to all of you. Back students, so now we are going to do the ring substitution in aromatic ethers. What to do there? Ring substitution in aromatic ether, and usually it is also called electrophilic substitution. What do you call it? Electrophilic. Now I will explain you why they have called it electrophilic substitution and usually substitution is at ortho and para position. You must see, all of you. Suppose here I am writing the ethers. This is the aromatic ether, beta. Pair of electron, and along with that there is a benzene ring. So what is going to happening over there? Let it be, this pair will come over there. Okay, then that pair will come over here. Then here it will be double bond O. Then it is positive. R is like that. Then there is a negative sign. Then after that, this ring is there. Then there is a negative sign. Double bond O, R positive. Clear? Then after that, again you see OR positive. Then this is there. Then this is the negative sign. Now you can see there, now there is a negative sign at ortho, and this is the ortho position, this is para, this is again ortho. Electrophile is always a positive. That is why there will be a electrophilic substitution. It can be at ortho, it can be at para, or it can be at ortho. That is why aromatic ethers will give a electrophilic substitution reaction. And under that, number one is there, we are having a hallucination. Okay, number one is there, we are having a hallucination. In the hallucination, what to do there? You must see, all of you. Let it be, this is the aromatic ether, and it is usually called anisole, the Br2. Okay, in the presence of CH3 COOH, and what we are getting over there, beta? You must see OCH3. Br can be at ortho position, or Br can be at para position. Is that clear? And we know very well para is a major product. Then after that, second reaction is there into that. That is a Friedel-Crafts reaction. What is it? Friedel-Crafts. Beta, Friedel-Crafts usually is having a two part. Number one is I am doing alkylation. What I am doing? Alkylation. And whenever we are studying about the alkylation, what we are saying? OCH3 plus CH3Cl in the presence of, I think you know very well, anhydrous AlCl3. Okay, then what will be the product over there? So here CH3 positive, Cl is negative. So here the product will be OCH3. CH3 can come at ortho, or OCH3. CH3 can come at the para position. Is that clear? Are you getting my point? This is called Friedel-Crafts alkylation. Same way, beta, we can also do its B part. Its B part will be the Friedel-Crafts acylation. What will be its? It will be the acylation. And what will be the difference over there? But there we are using the acyl group. That is CH3CO group is known as the acyl group. You must see, all of you. Now what I am doing over there, you must see, all of you. Here I am using now CH3COCl. Here CH3CO is a positive, Cl is a negative. And here it is anhydrous AlCl3. And at the place of this one, what we are using there? There will be, at the place of this one, there will be what? There will be OCOCH3. what will be there beta? CO CH3 can be at the ortho and CO CH3 can be at the para. Okay, CO CH3 can be at the ortho or it can be at the para. So this was the Friedel-Crafts acylation. Same way, next one, last one, third reaction is here into that we are having nitration. What is having? Nitration. And in the nitration, I think you know very well, we are usually giving the reaction with the concentrated nitric acid in the presence of H2SO4, concentrated H2SO4. Then here will be the product OCH3 NO2 can be at ortho, OCH3 NO2 can be at the para position. Okay, so these was the ring substitution or electrophilic substitution reactions of the ethers. Okay students, thank you very much to all of you. Thank you. Welcome back students. Now we are going to do, in this part we are going to do reactions of alkyl group, reactions of alkyl group for the ethers. Clear? Now you must see, all of you, into that we are doing the hallucination. We are doing hallucination with the simple ethers, means let it be CH3 CH2O CH2 CH3 plus Cl2, and this reaction is usually occur in the dark. Just remember, no any sunlight dark. Then what is going to happening over there beta? Just remember one thing, that the carbon along with the oxygen. Okay, first of all you have to substitute the halogen there only. You can consider that as an alpha carbon. Okay, then here the product, your first Cl can come here also or it can come here also. So what is the product? CH3 CHClO CH2 CH3. Okay, this is there. And if you will do it further again in the dark, then next Cl is going to be removed from where? Next Cl is going to be removed from this hydrogen. Then product will be CH3 CHCl, then O, then CHCl, then again CH3. Is that clear? Like this way only it's going on. If you will do further, it's going on, and HCl will be removed every time. There is also HCl will be the side product, and here also HCl will be the side product. I hope you understood, all of you. Okay students, so with that we have completed the chemical properties of the ethers. Okay, clear? Thank you very much to all of you.